We should probably go live.
Oh, yeah,
Live on Mixler, I can take care of that just by switching that around.
Hey, we're here for a reason, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it says we're live on
Facebook.
Periscope.
Yeah, I just hit the go live button.
Oh, good. So we're
Okay.
live.
We are, in fact, live.
Oh, well then let's start the show for real. You ready? Let's do this.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
By the way, it's Thursday. Somebody should have told us.
You don't say.
We're all just sitting around shooting the shark and just
Did you say shooting the shark?
shark, tornado shark,
Oh.
Tornado shark.
tornado shark.
Shark.
Yeah, man, people have clicked off.
Yeah,
And thank you for watching Liquid Lunch, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll see you next
All
week.
right, yeah, we'll see you. Can we do intros real quick? Or are you sharing? Let's do intros before you share.
No,
Yeah.
I think I feel like I need to share.
what?
No, let's.
No,
do intros first and
I
then
think more
share.
people need to see this.
They can scroll back. Come on, man. We
Come
need
on,
to do.
yeah, they can
Let's do the
scroll back.
intros and get them
We
out of
can't
the
keep
way.
waiting.
Yeah, but they always wait. All right.
All right, let's
Are you
do
gonna
this.
do your thing?
Yeah, I'm doing this thing from now on. This is my thing now.
Okay.
All right.
Live and die on that one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh. I am your host. To my left, your screen right. He's here every time. And his hair. And here he goes. It's let's see what happens this week.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
I think it's amazing how he's able to talk without moving his lips and by drink. He couldn't even finish. Did he laugh? Did that make you laugh, or did you just get a bubble?
I couldn't do it. Hold on.
You've never been able to.
Well,
you did worse,
This time I will concede defeat.
I feel like you're too tense in your throat. Have you been practicing at home?
Relaxing my throat or chugging?
Both.
That's not a really good beer to chug.
Any beer can be chugged.
Yeah.
I mean, it can. It doesn't have a good aftertaste.
What?
Not after the chug.
I don't.
I don't know. I love Wicked Awesome,
It was never meant to be chugged, but that doesn't.
but
mean
it
it's
is
chugged.
not meant to be chugged. It's a great beer,
Yeah.
just not meant to be chugged.
All right. There you go.
But you know what? Life is a learning experience.
maybe we should
and
do.
I just had a valuable learning experience.
Maybe we should do a video
Uh-huh.
on coaching you up to chug,
Maybe.
like a Rocky style. I could be Mick, you could be Rock. We'll get a chicken. You can chase a chicken around, and then at the end, Jules will be your Adrian, and
I
she'll,
can go,
she'll look at you. We'll
Adrian!
we'll do a montage of like you're defeated by the thing, like Rocky IV, and like you don't think you can win, and then she shows up in Russia somehow. We'll do a scene in Russia, and she's just like, what you ever, and then she's like, just chug, and then we hit the music, and you run
And
up a
she
mountain.
starts to kind of.
yeah.
She starts to fall for the Russian,
No.
and then I.
Have you seen Rocky IV? That's not how that goes at all. Speaking of, do you want to turn the camera around before I do this part?
Oh, yeah.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
There we go. To my right, your screen left, the loveliest part of this show, and the least, well,
Annoying.
no. Well, that's true.
No.
When I said the least, I was like, there's nothing I can say that'll sound, that just means you're, whatever. Okay, it's just,
Hey, it's Jules.
that's a loud one. There you go. We need some sprinkle, like some
I know, we do.
something.
I love the little ting.
Can we get some?
And,
Can we get some sparkle?
Yeah.
sort of
I'll work
sparkle.
on that. I'll work on that for sure.
All right.
For shizzle.
What are we talking about today? Oh yes,
We're
beer.
talking about beer.
Texas beer, everybody. Thanks everybody for watching, being a part, all that kind of stuff. Share it now. Let's do the hey everybody. If you care,
Are you
then share.
Hey, Philip.
Just see
Brandon.
that I got a message from Huggy Bear, local group opening soon.
Just
on
now?
28. No, not just now. 3 days ago, but
He's just now reading it.
just now. Oh, it's on.
Boys.
It's on the Twitter Messenger. I think he also messaged me on Reddit, which I saw this morning.
Message you on Reddit.
Yeah, you can direct message on Reddit. So,
That technology.
speaking of, let's say everybody share. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, and share.
I
Everybody
shared.
Shared.
Share and care.
Looks like my fellow rogue brewers are out in force today. Hey
they?
guys.
Who's that? Who's there?
Holding up the fort.
Everybody? Is everybody
We
watching?
got Jeffrey, we got Brendan, and Philip.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
see
hey guys.
Jeffrey.
Hey guys. So we're gonna go deep on the Democratic debate from last night.
Was that last night?
There was one last night.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Hey, Andrew in Manchester is watching. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, man.
Andrew in Manchester.
Yes.
What time is it there?
Manchester.
It would be liquid
Is it 6 hours
tea time.
different?
Yeah,
so-
is it tea time?
What
there,
is tea
Yeah,
Andrew?
time?
it's like 6 o'clock there.
Is that tea time? No, I thought tea time was
think
earlier.
it's-
Isn't that like
Isn't-
3? I feel like tea.
It's always time for a beer or drink,
What
right,
is it
Andrew?
not tea time?
I thought tea time was way earlier.
No, I think tea time's 3 o'clock.
All right, and that's 6 there.
Yeah.
Right.
3 o'clock p.m. So yeah.
Well,
6:10. It's 6:10 there. Yeah. So all right. So yeah, that's any time is good time for a drink, right?
yeah.
And come on back to Houston,
Oh,
Andrew, as soon as you
speaking-
can. We can go get
speaking
some
of-
barbecue and go
Speaking
to
of
the.
tea time. Speaking of tea time,
Yes.
I have a question.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well then
it,
let
it
me.
seemed like a good segue.
Oh, we were talking about time zones, right?
Yeah.
What exactly is the time over there? I know.
Uh-huh.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
And today
well,
on the table.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Speaking of tea time, we
Oh,
have
yeah.
we have some Texas tea time.
Well, that was a
Oh.
hella good segue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's almost like you planned it. But.
Yeah. So, lovely Jules, if you could show off our Texas tea.
All right.
We don't need to start off with this one, but it just seemed like a good
Yeah, we can since it's there.
We
segue.
have a good
Texas
across the
tea.
map. Across the map.
Yeah, we're all over the
variety.
place today. I
pretty
I
much
feel
how
like
it
we have a
goes.
decent beer table today.
Oh.
Yeah. Texas tea,
I guess we could start off with it.
Bishop cider,
Yeah. This one's been out.
black tea and lemon.
Yeah, been out a little bit. Vegan friendly, they say.
I have
No.
Isn't all cider vegan friendly?
Not if it's like a steak cider.
Steak cider.
Have you ever had a steak cider?
I have not, but I'm just saying that.
I
would-
mean, I feel like you could have
I feel like we need them in.
pork. You could put like pulled pork in a cider.
that would be pretty good. A smoked.
Yeah, smoked pulled pork.
Although I don't know that you need the meat. I'm trying to think what would cause a cider to no longer be vegan friendly. Maybe if you did.
You guys want some now? Might as well
Yeah,
since we're talking
yeah,
about
might
it.
as well. I like this one. This one's
Let's
it's a
do it.
dry, it's a dry lemony. Bishop, of course, in the Dallas area. The what would make? Let's see, vegan. It couldn't have any animal product whatsoever. So any
Right.
like if you did like a lactose.
Yeah,
I don't know that anybody's ever
like
done a
you
lactose.
did like a milkshake cider.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting, though, doesn't it? A milkshake cider.
yeah. Well, what it does is
Oh, this one's not as dry as I remember.
what it does.
It's
is
kind of weird.
I mean, it may not.
I like it, but
Way to sell it, Jules. This one's weird.
Well,
I guess I'm just not used to the tea and the cider.
I can just see the commercial. Liquid Lunch's Jules calls it weird.
Weird. But weird is good.
yeah,
Three,
it tastes,
three-ish stars.
It tastes like
Three
apple.
weird stars.
Just it tastes like apple tea.
Oh, Philip's right. He said if they used honey, then it wouldn't be vegan friendly, and that would
That's
be a
true.
way that they could sweeten it. So that's a very good
Those
point.
militant vegans
A
that
very
are
good
like
point.
no, because
Yeah.
I feel like bees make honey, and then
But
they,
it's still an animal byproduct.
It's an animal byproduct, so therefore,
And
what if they
Yeah.
sold it? What if the bees set up a stand
it's still
and it's
still
their
an an-
willful decision to?
That's the same thing. What if a cow was willingly selling its milk?
Would you then justify? Would you be?
Would that still be vegan?
it's
Seems like it would be.
it's
Or
a
would it- would
non-vegan.
it- yeah, would it be non-vegan?
Non-vegan.
But if they're making the conscious decision, what if one identifies as a cow? Right?
What if
Oh,
a cow identifies as a
trust me.
human?
Yeah. Either way.
Back in the days,
Mm-hmm.
I met some people who would identify as cows.
You would or they would?
I would identify them as cows.
Kennedy.
What do we? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not even. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
I'm just gonna let you.
And yes, Andrew, we should definitely go back to Baleson. I took him to Baleson when he was here. And he loved
yeah?
it. Yeah, everybody loves Baleson. I always take him there when I can. Oh, he sent a photo. I wonder if we can. Oh, and he sent us a picture of a brewery to go to next time we're in Manchester. So I have to head
Next time.
Next time
Yeah.
we're in Manchester.
Yeah.
Is he a
It's Barbara Streisand.
is he a Man U
That's awesome.
fan? Is he a Manchester United fan?
I don't think he's into the football so much, but are you our Man U supporter, right?
I think you have to be, right?
I
Isn't
think
it by law?
they kick you out
What
if
about?
you're not.
Does he want to elaborate on Brexit? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I know, right? Actually, we've had some very good
I
conversations
mean, he
about
may
that.
want to elaborate it, but you know,
Amber, oh my
it's
gosh,
a
my gosh, Amber
non-political
from
show here.
As soon as we're done talking about the
Hello,
debates last
Amber.
night, we'll get into Brexit.
Oh, that's
from a
cool. I haven't seen you in ages.
Manchester.
a
Yeah,
somebody
we're
from
not doing that.
somebody from Manchester. They a Manchesterian? Or man
What is it, Andrew? Is it a Manchester? No, it's. He's told me this.
Manchesterian.
I think they're called
Manchesterian?
Manchesterian or
Cheshire?
Manx. What is
A
it?
what?
Max. What is it, Andrew? I forgot. What is it that you're called?
We we don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Us American blokes, we don't know.
So, are we ready to move on?
No, I'm trying to share on Reddit as I'm stalling. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Is everybody sharing?
Yeah,
Sharing
and
this-
Matt's on. Matt says hi.
I've done shared.
Hey, Matt. Oh,
Done shared.
like all the places?
Trying to figure out how to.
All the places.
Done. Post. And
Man,
now
figure out. Man,
Philip is right. The figuring out the gender stuff now has become way more complicated
Manchian.
than it should
a
be.
Manchian.
mansion.
Okay.
Mansion.
Like a mansion,
Yeah.
but just pronounced weird.
Kind of. Well, like English,
Manchian.
I guess.
Right. Just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm very English. So
I am too.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, Misty. Misty
very
just joined
English.
too.
Hi, Misty.
Yeah.
hey, Misty. Are we moving on? I don't feel like we have anything else to really that we need to get to
I know it.
today.
Yeah, it kind of was. That's the.
I could do my shameless self promotion real quick on the latest episode of Interbrews.
Hold
Can we
on.
do that real quick?
Hold on. Go for it.
Go for it. I like that camera angle. Less,
There you go.
less balding.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I left my phone at home yesterday, which is one of those things you never want to do when you're addicted to having your phone in your hand and looking at it all the time.
How much screen time do you average in a day on your phone?
What do you think?
Can I guess?
You can try.
Are you going to be honest on the show?
I will be honest.
I bet you log 6 hours of screen time a day on your phone.
10 hours.
10 hours of screen time?
Yep.
You know, you're going to have a permanent hunchback in about a year.
The problem is that it counts all the time you have your screen on. A lot of time it's YouTube videos with my phone turned over.
You're giving away
Yeah.
your secrets right now.
I don't care.
Okay.
But so anyway, I'm not actively watching it all the time, even though the screen is on. So I listen to a lot of lectures and debates and
So does your
podcasts on YouTube
fancy phone, does it keep the charge that whole time?
when you plug it in.
So you can't go a whole day without charging your phone.
No, but when I'm in the car, I'll still use because I have unlimited data. I'll still use YouTube in the car when I'm driving. So there's 2 hours on YouTube right there.
Oh wow.
Then when I'm sitting in places with a plug right there by me and I'm stuck in a chair,
You have YouTube on while you're driving?
I don't look at it. It's just I had it on like while I'm in the kitchen or whatever getting ready, and I don't even have to like actively watch it then. I just pick it up, and then when I get in, the Bluetooth picks it up, and I just hit play, and I'm good
okay.
to go right
Yeah,
where I
it
left
does
off. And so the cool thing about YouTube is if you just hit the screen lock button, everything pauses, as opposed to like a podcast where you actually have to go in, hit pause, like on the podcast app.
Yeah, that's true. It
Because
does.
I post all my episode of Interbrews on YouTube, so there to me it's a video file, but it's still just the audio with a little animated deal.
Okay.
And so
and you keep your finger on the screen lock button, and as soon as like you hear footsteps, you
well, if
you
somebody
hit it real quick.
interrupts or whatever,
Boom,
that's all that.
right there, right there.
Hold on, let me pull up. I got to pull up some information. You'll talk amongst yourselves.
All right. So, when Andrew came and visited us last time, well, visited Julie, not me. He didn't know me previously.
Yeah.
We took him to some fine Texas barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Where at?
Pinkertons
Okay.
in the Heights. And he absolutely loved it.
Well,
I don't think any of us could walk after that.
I wonder.
I had to
That
show him
place-
the
that
typical
place,
Texas
yeah.
experience, you
I
know.
wonder if you could go over to England, open a spot like that, and if people would, like a
like
authentic Texas barbecue,
I wonder.
would they? Is it one of those things you do when you're in Texas, but then once you get back home, it's all English muffins and
Yeah.
like
And
an
scones and-
authentic
yeah.
barbecue. I mean, it could even be like Kansas City barbecue or
Memphis style.
Any kind of
Memphis
Americanized.
or Carolina barbecue. I wonder if any of that would fly
I wonder.
in England.
I don't know.
And maybe in the different parts too.
Yeah.
You know, like
Do they
Manchester's
have
different than
like
London.
a barbecue
You know,
style in England?
I know he had to leave. But
I think
No.
yeah.
Misty just said no.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's. I don't know if
She's
it's
like,
bad or
"No,
something
don't
else.
do it."
But
No. There's been a
Nope.
lot of objectionable
Nope.
topics already brought up.
yeah, no, because we're losing viewers left and right.
I know.
I think Jeffrey just said he was out of here. He was out of here.
Oh, was it the political talk?
Yeah, cows identifying as humans.
Yeah.
He was offended.
Yeah.
We've offended everybody so far.
I know. Yay, it's a good show.
Well, let me
Yay.
before we lose everybody, just let me promote our latest episode of Interbrews. Kelly Meyer from New Braunfels Brewing.
Hold on. There.
You hate
There you go. Now promote away.
Kelly Myers from founder New Braunfels Brewing in New Braunfels of all places. He has a new book out. It's called "How Not to Start a Fucking Brewery." That's just the title.
That's pretty awesome.
Did you?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
What'd you do?
You can't, don't bleep me out. Don't do that. That's not even funny.
You bleeped him
It's
out.
just not. I get what you're trying to do. Will you stop?
Oh my God, we're like totally losing it
Yeah.
today.
No, I get what you're trying to do.
Hey, Peggy.
It's chug. It's that ESB that I chugged.
So it just went right to your head?
Yeah.
Or to your fingers? Anyway, new book. It's called 10 Business Lessons from the Front Lines of the Craft Beer Industry. So it's on Kindle currently.
cool.
You can get it right this very second. Go to Amazon, type in "How to Start a Fucking Brewery" or Kelly Meyer, Kelly. Kelly Meyer, Meyer. KFM, Kelly freaking Meyer. Anyway, you can get that book. And then the paperback is coming out March 1st. And it is one of these books where I'm reading it. I'm right in the middle of it right now. There's 11 chapters, something like that. And so I'm right smack dab in the middle. Very readable, but it's a lot of real world, tangible. Oh, I peeked out there for a second. Weird. Anyway, a lot of real world. What's it doing that for? How about now? Real world. There we go. That was
Doesn't
weird.
like those words.
It didn't like the
real world.
tone of that. Anyway,
The
it's a lot of
metrics
real
set up
world.
for this. Ooh, there now I went.
Huh? Are you getting buzzy?
Yeah, I went.
My mic's about
weird.
to like. These mics have been on for 5 years.
Jeffrey,
straight. Sorry, Dad. Let me wait. I'm gonna get my thought out. It's already hard enough. Wait. Anyway, a lot of tangible, real world advice, numbers,
Yeah.
details, all kinds of things. Like, what's the difference between can you come to the market with the very best beer in the world and expect to do well?
You got to get it out there. People have to know it's the best beer.
The
Yeah.
marketing side, all kinds of things.
So
Like
is it a
house-
lot of stuff that you obviously didn't think of? Because but now knowing it's kind of like, oh, that makes sense. Like
Well,
kind of a hindsight thing, you know?
Well, they're all things that he did
Yeah.
and messed up on.
Okay.
And so through experience, but starting small. A lot
Yeah.
of people think, I would just start super small and work up. But
Yeah.
there's numbers that dictate what will actually work. If you're doing a full-time brewery or it's just a little part-time kind of side gig or whatever, there's numbers.
That's cool.
Anyway,
So-
all that information.
So
That's neat.
anyone who is interested in possibly opening up their brewery
Yes.
or something, because we have a lot of home brewers that watch the show, and most breweries are started by home brewers.
No, but yes, and.
I think
Yes, and. Yes, and.
I think breweries, people have a lot of home brewing experience, and they want to kick it up to the next level and start their own.
Yeah.
So this would be a good book to read.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's my point.
Yes. I would say that if you look at the way things have changed in the last, I don't know, well, especially 10 years, you go back a decade, like the people that were just home brewers that had nothing related to like business or anything and just jumped into owning a brewery, that used to be a thing. Now you can't really do that. You got to have your business.
You got to have a
skills.
plan.
Yes.
You can't. It's not just going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey asked if there was an audio version available, and probably not. But
I
you
doubt
could
it.
do that.
Well,
Why
What
don't
if
you
you
ask
did it?
Kelly if you could
Yeah.
record your sweet, sultry voice?
Yeah, in an
No.
audio
And read the
version.
book.
I'm actually against that. I want Kelly to do it in his own voice. We talked about it. My thought is this: my favorite audiobooks are always read by the author.
Yeah,
And,
I do like that.
and there's supplemental. I'm trying to talk him into doing some supplemental stuff. Like my favorite audiobooks are when, like Adam Carolla has great audiobooks because he'll read the book, but then he'll riff for another hour at the end of each chapter on like whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
and so it's like you get this whole. It's like you purchase the book, but then you purchase the audiobook. It's a whole extra thing that
That's
goes more
cool.
in depth, and you hear it in their voice. So that's my approach to audiobook. So I will help him engineer that if I offered some of
Yeah.
that up, and I would more than be willing to travel to New Braunfels to do that.
That would be cool. Yeah. That's interesting. We
If
talked about
this-
it.
But whatever. Anyway, that latest episode of Interbrews recorded at Thistle Draft Shop with Mary. Mary was sitting at the table, so
Oh, cool.
everybody loves Mary.
Yep.
Everybody loves Mary.
And
We need to get
Thistle
back out
Draft
there.
Shop
Haven't
is.
seen her in a while.
I love that place. I
I
love
do.
it so much. We're just sitting there. It's cloudy and it's just like dreary like today. It wasn't
Yeah.
as cold as today, but it was just kind of like that overcast. And then just you go inside and it's just like a hug.
It's all warm and I was gonna say it's all warm and
So,
fuzzy and
that's
happy.
a big shout
and,
out to
yeah.
Thistle Draft Shop because
They're up for a couple awards too. They've won some recently, and I think they're up for a number of other ones too, which is really cool.
is
It's
it a
nice to see
voting
them
thing
getting
or like a?
there'll be some national things that they've been posting on their Instagram page.
Okay.
So yeah,
Everybody,
it's cool.
go put your support in for Thistle.
Yes.
So-
And when you're in Houston, come in spring, come visit
yes,
Thistle.
absolutely.
So really quickly, I want to say hi to Peg.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Jason. Peg and Jason joining us. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
And Tammy. Tammy just joined.
Oh, Tammy. Woo.
Yeah, we missed you the other week.
Yeah. So Jeffrey brought up something that I wouldn't mind talking about. But I'd like to do it after we do something else.
Okay. That's.
Could you grab the Drink of Ages?
The Drink of Ages. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody asked me to post a link to the
Yes.
book. I'll pull it up
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm a little
let me-
stuck on my cord.
on your gourd.
Oh,
my cord.
I'm pretty sure there's no gourds in here this time of year.
I don't know.
This is a very gourd-filled room
Gourd-free
during the
zone.
fall, but
Mm-hmm.
currently,
Alright.
not a single gourd. Oh, you said cord.
Some cord.
well, I mean,
You can't
maybe
really see the.
maybe Gordo. All right, so Lovely Jules happened to pick up this past weekend
I'm
a
always thinking of you.
yes, because she is awesome. She got me Oi Oi Oi,
Yeah.
the Drink of Ages and Baba Brew House collaboration. So
Excellent.
it's a West Coast IPA.
Oh, okay.
Sure, and I forget the hops they used. And
Way to bring it.
I think it was Cascade and something else.
The copy. Okay, so
You have a thing.
I posted the link to the book in the comments. It doesn't show a hot link,
I've never.
but if you
done
copy it
one
and
of
put it
these
in your
before,
browser,
So.
No, it does.
What?
It
does
does.
it show the actual link?
Yeah, you,
So,
can,
yeah.
you can click on it.
Okay, cool.
I hope this is
Oh.
good. Yeah, it literally was just a took. There was
Yeah.
no like or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, my glass is empty. Actually,
You
give me enough. This has
So I was gonna
cidery
say, yeah, I think
sugar
we need
kind
to
of
do-
thing. Give
Yeah.
me. We'll just clean all the glasses. At the
Yeah,
end.
we got. I got here. If you want to hand that to me, I got glasses. Oh.
I don't want to drink after you.
You're not drinking after me.
Okay.
Ah.
So what do we know about this one?
So, Julie,
Yeah.
Preston says hi,
Hi, Preston.
and he's a little confused if you're Julie or Vanna.
Well, maybe a little bit of both.
All right. So what do we know about
Maybe
this
I'm
beer
the new
from
Vanna.
the Drink of Ages Baba mashup? What do we
Yes.
know?
So tell us about that. And it was interesting the way that I got it. Have never seen it in that small kind of
Hey, Trip.
crowler thing.
Trip watching. thing,
Hey,
burning.
Tripper. Hey.
This glass was a little dusty on the inside.
Are you getting a dirty glass? Dirty glasses mafia.
No, just saying. Just pointing that out in case somebody. I'm trying to get ahead of it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Let's see.
So it's a West Coast. Chris, look at that. It's you can see through it.
Hold on.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, do it.
You can see
Do
through
it. Do it.
Boom.
That is one clean looking.
When did you
West
get
Coast
this?
stuff.
When did you
Saturday night at their 8th anniversary party.
okay.
Which was, I think, the second day that it was released.
Okay.
think
So I'm
it was
wondering
released
about
on Friday.
has this been opened at all before
No.
then?
Nope, I got it.
Is it a little flat?
Saturday. That's what I was wondering.
Not necessarily, but
It didn't have much, like I was saying, it didn't, it just
Yeah.
kind of. So I
don't know.
I mean, it looks like it's got.
no, it tastes good. Hop. I like the.
I'm
I
surprised.
love a West Coast IPA. It-
Yes, that's gonna be my next brew actually.
Well, there you go. I love
And
all
just,
IPAs.
just so you know, this West Coast IPA, we got a contest coming up at the grain at Rogue Brewers. Our March meeting, West Coast IPA contest.
Cool.
And just so you know, Jeffrey and Philip and Matt, I'm gonna smoke you guys.
Oh.
You guys are gonna be
Is that like a throwdown challenge?
Yeah,
Is that
that's a challenge. I'm throwing down the beer gauntlet.
Jeffrey says it's
Because-
Jeffrey and
because-
his expertise. It's those types of cans, and so that makes sense.
Yeah, I've never seen like the. I mean, I've seen those in Monsters, but I haven't seen it like in the beer.
And all he did, I guess he did it himself. It's not like, because you can only tighten it to a certain degree.
So maybe with those particular cans, here,
Probably made more for the night of.
Like the
yeah,
top.
maybe this is probably like you want to drink this the night of.
So it's it literally just, you can't really even tighten it more than that. It's just it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I mean,
It's still good.
I mean, yeah, I guess you really would want to drink it within a couple days.
I will say,
So
I like the you still get that West Coast hop kind of bitter back in kind of what everybody loves about West Coast, or what people who love West Coast IPAs, what they like. Philip says his IPA is already brewed.
oh,
you messed
he's
up, Philip.
already-
You brewed it way too early.
He's just trying to scare you, Philip. Don't worry. He's just trying to
Way
get
too
your
early.
nerves in
Way
there.
too early. Your hops are going to be dropping off.
John Farley did bring up,
And then that's where I'm going to come and take it.
Yeah.
Take it from you.
John did bring up that Houston won't be the same after Drink of Ages pub closes. That's one of the sad notes.
It is.
We've had a couple of sad little pieces of information come out in the last week or two. That and Texas Beer Refinery down in Dickinson.
They're closing?
It's excuse me. I was choked up about the whole thing. Yeah, it's never quite as clear as that. It's
labeled
as a restructuring, reorganizational something or something.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
So could it be something newer? But yes, it'll be.
Interesting.
They are closing their doors at least for a time. But I don't know. There's just so many things. Like when I talk about this book, one of the things, Kelly's book, one of the things you'll hear right off the bat, and this is intriguing, Kelly, they were very close. Their whole catalyst for the book was that they were very close to closing the doors on New Braunfels.
Really?
Yeah. So how they got to that point and then what brought them back was everything in that book. And there is so much that goes into the business side of things when it comes to, there's obviously location and marketing, and then just marketing like we talked about before. It's like before Drink of Ages was Drink of Ages, it was it the Growler Stop? Growler Stop or the Growler?
Do you remember, Chris?
I don't
I don't know. It was a growler filled.
Or it wasn't the G Spot. The G Spot's out in Fulshire.
The G Spot's is a myth.
No, the G. I know
No,
where to
it's not.
find the G Spot.
That's
It's in
what you guys
Fulshire.
just tell yourself.
The Growler Spot.
Do you now?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe you should write a book.
It would just be a Google map to Fulshire to the Growler Spot. But the Growler Spot's, I love that. I love that place. I don't know if you guys have been out there, but it's that place is popping. But that's the thing. It's like, neighborhood to neighborhood, what's close, what's not, marketing, and then like the fact that a growler station or whatever it was, then brewery, like I don't know, they were open, and then brewers were allowed to sell beer to go after that, or and brew pubs or whatever. The laws change, and then your business model no longer makes sense. It's like when
Just like that, yeah.
yeah, when I don't know, cars were invented, and the guy that did all the
Horseshoes?
horseshoes is like, shit, this is gonna be a hard year.
Damn, I gotta make tires.
Right. So yeah, he could switch tires or
Yeah.
something.
Or you're out of business.
I'll deliver your gas via horse.
There you go. But yeah, that's interesting because that's something you don't foresee. You can have everything laid out and perfect, but then a law change, and then you're like, well, all right, shit,
Yeah.
Just real quickly, this the Oi 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 West Coast IPA collab.
Yeah.
Chinook and Cascade hops.
Oh, those sea hops.
Chinook
Classic.
Cascade, 6.5%.
There you go. A perfect classic West Coast IPA. When I say classic, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's a style that's been around for 100 years, but it's, now in something that's been around for 5 years is a classic. The NEPA is almost a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, that's interesting. I like this beer, even with the slight loss of carbonation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
It tastes like some of my past home brews that didn't have quite enough carbonation.
Final.
I mean, it doesn't taste like this is way better. So my point is
think?
the carbonation is kind of like some of my home brews.
dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
All
I feel
right.
like, did y'all have like a
Final gravity.
talking about somebody else's whoever they were talking about somebody?
So I think they're talking. Yeah. So in
Was it Philip? Did Philip?
but Philip said he might have to brew a different one, so he'll donate that keg to the Rogue Brews.
I think he was
which would
asking
be-
Philip what his
Yeah.
final gravity
so we
was.
might have to do that.
What he said.
Kennedy's got a keg to donate. Getting ready.
I have a keg to donate to the grain cellar.
Yep. It's gonna be good too.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the style? Are you
So
gonna reveal the style?
I just canned / bottled my latest brew
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday.
Talk about my foot's asleep.
That's okay. I did a stout.
Can't talk with sleep.
Is it putting?
I did a stout, and I use Preston's recipe, the Cookie Monster, the oatmeal Cookie Monster stout.
Yeah. Is it spice?
And
There's spices?
no, there's no
spice?
spice in it.
yeah,
No,
there's
no
no-
spice. But I finally, my first time ever, I hit my numbers.
Congratulations.
Yep.
I actually hit the ABV I was supposed to hit.
Oh, I thought
on
you
this
meant on
one.
your cholesterol.
Finally hit the ABV that I was
pressure.
supposed to hit. Actually, a little higher. So
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah.
ended up just a little bit higher, which is interesting. Yeah,
which-
you were a
what-
little bit lower on the first, but then when it was done, it came out a little
Yeah.
bit higher. So it was interesting. And
yeah,
that was
yeah.
how
The,
much?
the OG was low, but then the final, the yeast like went nuts
Yeah.
in that beer, and I actually went a little higher than it was
What
supposed
yeast
to
did you
be.
use?
and how many pounds?
I
of
used
grain?
as a dry English yeast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That seems appropriate for you.
Yeah, yeah. So 8.14%.
Wow.
That was out. Yeah, that's like
be good.
over 16 pounds of grains in the grain father.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That's a lot of grains there.
Preston has taught me well. Thank you, Preston.
Yeah, Preston. There's a reason why Preston sounds so much like Professor, and it's just because they use the same letters. But Preston is very, very smart and a great teacher. He's an excellent teacher. So
Yeah.
he is one you should cozy up next to if you're trying to get into home brewing or something like that, because he is smart fella. Well, we went through that IPA. Pretty
I know that was pretty because it was just a single. Right?
Let's you know what, as we were talking about the book, Kelly's book, we may have
So, yeah.
actually we might have blown out our palates with we should have gone maybe
I don't
the
know
sour before.
Julie, what do you got going on over there?
we got.
Got a bunch of
I know.
unfinished
I got
beers.
a little.
Yeah, see, are we too fast for you?
I know. Yeah, you're drinking too fast for
Sorry.
me. today.
Well, it's not true because I've seen her drink before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that the Blondine?
Yeah.
That the classic Blondine? So
Yeah,
Blondine,
Sour farmhouse wheat beer.
yes.
Julie is gonna love this.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Love this.
You don't like sours, do you?
No, I don't like sours.
Or then you won't like this. Don't be a.
So we have that one.
Hey, look at her shirt, bro.
And then we have.
Don't be a dick.
I know. Yeah. Read
You know
the
how
shirt,
many
man.
times I hear that a day?
How many times
Directed
do you listen?
towards me.
That's the
And
question.
this is the other blondie.
0.
Yeah.
By
What-
Electra.
Okay, so what this one is Blondine is kind of the Kelly called it the soul of the brewery. It's kind of the work.
This
It's
one?
well, yes, the Blondine is like kind of the core, the starter point.
Okay.
So they'll do these other beers, like Electra was another beer, and we had one on the show. The name escapes me at the moment. But anyway, they're fruited sours that they do, and then when they barrel age them, and then when they empty the barrel, you can't leave the barrels empty, so you still have some of that like the echo of the fruit kind of still in there, or whatever was left when they emptied the barrel. They'll dump some fresh Blondine into the barrel, and so then you get kind of this lighter, like not quite. It's not like it's almost like the barrel version of a second runnings or something like that.
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of thing. So it's just another way to utilize, get more flavor
Wash
out of.
it.
It's not even why. It's just getting more, extracting more flavor from fruit that hadn't already had all the flavor taken out, and because that, like the Brett and all that kind of stuff still chews through so much, and so all these beers are super dry, and I love that, and lower ABV, but just tart and probably not in your wheelhouse.
So here you go, guys.
So, all right, yeah, hand me that.
I'm not sure which one you want to go with.
No, we'll go with this one. Hand me-
Okay.
Perfect. We got bottle openers all over the place.
Yeah, I
And I'll finish
absolutely
drinking my little.
love Blondine.
Well, this is
And all the different types of Blondines out there. It is like one of my faves.
hey
Ab-
Jose's
Absolutely.
Jose listening on the audio feed. So yeah, these are great because one, I love the stubby bottles.
Yeah, the bottles are cool though. I love
My
that.
faves. This one's been in ice and stuff. That's why the label's peeling. We had a little bucket there at Thistle to cool them down. Kelly had to drive all the way from New Braunfels, drove to Spring, then drove all the way down to Webster, and then back to New Braunfels that day.
Oh my gosh.
So, and we did this episode was an hour and a half, and then we did an extra 25 minutes for Patreon exclusive. Yeah.
So there's the sour beers. There's the kettle sours, and then like what? How? Well,
this is not kettle sour.
No, this is not a kettle. How would you describe?
Oh no.
I mean, I call it a funky sour, but is there?
Well, it's barrel.
It's
whatever's in the barrel.
I mean, they're using like the natural yeast and stuff.
Well, it's what they're. So okay, when you've had barrels long enough, what lives in the barrel starts to be. And I'll be on. Let me see that Blondine bottle real quick. I don't know if they have a house. He told me, and I've already forgotten. But artistic Morales is yeast. Okay, yes, they have a mixed culture. They have like a house mixed culture.
Yeah.
That they, but that lives in the barrels. Once you put it in the beer, put the beer in the barrels, and then actually the lacto or the bread or whatever, the mixed culture, which is just meaning however they decide to mix it, lacto, all those different bugs, nice, lovely bugs. They live in the barrel even after the beer is taken out. So then and so they kind of evolve over time and just kind of become their own thing. And anyway, but it's the sour from the acid, the pH drop comes from the lacto or the producing. So it's like does that make sense at all?
Yeah. It's so good though. I
do like that.
You don't really find too many of these styles of beers because I think from what I've heard, you start brewing these kind of beers and it's going to infect your whole brewery. So unless you have a brewery like New Braunfels that like does a bunch of these, brewers they're afraid to do this.
It's less the case now than it used to be.
Okay.
Because you look at like even Jester King, like with home brewers, you do need to have two sets of equipment. And like I don't have the book in here; it's over there somewhere. But the what is it? The sour book, whatever it is. Anyway, what he does with his home brew. I mean, he owns a professional brewery, but he'll get his home brew equipment after a year, like plastic buckets and stuff. They get scratched, and so bugs can not like ants and stuff, but microbes.
Yeah,
they can live in those little scratches, like just when you're stirring and things like that. And so after a year, he graduates all of his buckets to his sour stuff, and he has all its own set of equipment over there. The kettle, not so much. Kettle, boils or whatever, but everything that has any extra cultures of whatever, and that's like that equipment over there. I think he's got two different rooms for fermenting like classic styles versus because they can travel through the air and all that kind of stuff.
Wow. So even his homebrew is like that, or is
especially homebrew.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You just homebrewing, you have to do that more because things are less controlled. At a professional brewery, everything is enclosed. They use caustic and all that kind of stuff to clean lines, and so everything is scientifically dialed in to be.
Yeah. After I brewed that. My failed attempt at the Goza, I retired that bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use it as a sanitation holder.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's my spare bucket.
Yeah.
Like, just,
Like turn it over and sit on it kind of thing.
Sorta. Or maybe I just throw shit in there.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Carry
So the Blondine.
Yes.
It's BJCP 28B mixed culture.
Okay.
Mixed fermentation sour.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Where did you?
I did.
Where'd you get that information?
Tripper may have helped me a little bit. Okay.
Just a little bit?
Just a little.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not as, I don't think it's as imperative as it used to be for commercial brewers. Just because the processes have become more, technology is allowed for better control and things like that. I mean, it can still get away from you. That's why Jester King became Jester King, but now Jester King is starting to actually make some more classic styles because they're getting away from guest beers at the brewery. Did you know that?
Yep. Which is nice. Yeah, you mentioned that the other week.
I mean, Jester King is such.
I mean, might have been off.
It's
but
such like the Austin hip place to
But
go
I like
now.
What?
Jester King, it's the hit place to go in Austin. And then a lot of their beers aren't really that approachable to like the masses.
So it's nice that they're offering up more approachable beers.
Well, they always had the guest beers. So like if somebody went out and just wanted like a West Coast IPA, they would always have West Coast IPA or a Pilsner or something along those lines. But I think since they're doing their own wines and things like that, Jose, not a fan of the sours. Don't be sour on sour.
Me either, Jose. I'm with you.
We meet you where you're at. That's why there's so many styles. It's okay. It's okay. I love them, but I also love West Coast IPAs and brown ales and stouts and
You love them all.
I love them all. Yeah, it just depends on my mood.
You don't discriminate.
Yeah.
That's right.
Blonde ale with some crawfish. Give me some Bombshell Blonde and like 2 pounds of crawfish and leave me alone.
2 pounds? 2 pounds?
It's getting
That's
about
just
it's
enough,
that time of year
that's
too,
just enough
right?
to get you started.
All the crawfish are
when
coming
you're eating
out.
crawfish, if you're in it to win it, you got to do at least 8 pounds.
What?
I think.
For one person?
One
Yeah.
Do you
person?
not do any potatoes or corn or sausage or anything like that?
Yeah, you can do all that, but
Can
you
it?
don't really get full off crawfish.
Yeah, 8 pounds of crawfish
That's
is
fine.
really like this much meat, right?
It's not much.
Yeah, you sit down, 8 pounds of crawfish. You're down in like 6 or 8 beers. It's a good day.
Damn, I'll be
right.
like
It's
passed
a
out.
good
Actually, I
day.
did pass out last time I did that.
Yeah.
And right, Philip, all beer has its place in
I'm
time.
still
exactly.
working on Julie to like crawfish.
Oh, you don't like it? You like shrimp? Crab legs?
I like crab legs.
Okay.
Yeah. Shrimp's okay, but it's just so much effort. I don't like the oil and the seasonings that they use in it. If it was just a little tiny mini lobster looking thing, that's okay. But that oil that seasoned oil that they put it in, and then
Where are you
having to
getting your
like
crawfish?
Yeah.
get all that, I don't know.
She gets grossed out.
It's creepy.
You got to embrace the
It's creepy, like ripping
sucking the heads
Yeah.
and eating the tail.
And it gets all in your nails.
I don't even suck the heads.
Ugh.
But man,
That's why you can eat so many.
That's what
You
she
don't-
said.
I mean, you suck the head. It's just juice.
Yeah, it is.
It's gross.
Awesome. Listen, there's a
And
lot
you
of.
get all the guts and stuff in your fingernails and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the
It's
best
just
part.
creepy.
Then you go to take a leak and you're like, what? Ah! And then and you realize,
Don't touch anything.
yeah, too late.
I'm so excited about crawfish season starting again.
It's already here, man. You
I
haven't had
know. That's what I'm
crawfish?
saying. I'm excited about
Have you
it.
had any yet?
I typically don't like them like the first month. They're kind of small.
Yeah.
Give it a few weeks.
Yeah.
March is the time.
March.
Peak season.
March is.
Well, it is. Let's see.
yeah.
This is the weekend before Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Tuesday's next week.
Yeah.
And then it's, Lent. What you giving
Oh.
up for Lent?
I don't do that.
Well, that's the whole point of Fat Tuesday is you eat and drink everything because you're, get rid of it in the
okay,
house. And then
okay.
you go,
I'll give
you
up.
do one without the other.
I'll give up eating as much as I do the weekend before
Okay,
Fat
there you
Tuesday until Easter, which that's the 40 days, right?
Yep,
I
exactly.
won't. Actually, what will I give up? I don't know.
Nothing.
It's because you got to eat up all the meat and the butter and the creams and all that rich living because then for Lent, you don't eat that. And you go like more,
Yeah. No, I like the
traditionally back in,
I like the thought of Lent. Mm-hmm. I like giving something up so you can appreciate it more. Mm-hmm. I've went on most things like giving up French fries or something like that wouldn't be such a big deal.
Yeah.
I've went on most things down. Like if I had to give up coffee, I wouldn't get anything done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just wouldn't be worth it for anybody else
Yeah.
or me.
Yeah.
Do y'all know any? Jose wants to know if you know of any good crawfish places in Spring area. I feel like there's.
No, like most of the crawfish places that I go to, it's usually like somebody's doing a crawfish boil.
Most breweries have
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, like go to a brewery or something like that, or somebody's like, "Oh, we have crawfish today." I don't know.
Like we went to Baleson that one.
I
That
know
one time that was
if you
kind of fun.
in Houston itself, LA crawfish is like the place to go.
Okay.
I love. It's in like where is it? It's off of I-10 and Bunker Hill or something like that, and it's in like this Asian market.
Okay.
It's called LA Crawfish, and
Okay.
their crawfish is bomb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I hear Louisiana. If you're there. I heard that's a good place.
Yeah, that's probably a good place,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So-
Probably pretty fresh.
I've never been to Krabby Daddy's.
Krabby Daddies.
I think I've been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we should probably get into new beers because we've
Yeah.
got a lot of
Oh.
info, and it would be sad if we weren't able to talk about it. Okay.
All right.
So we're trying to do more label approval talk and that sort of thing. So we take a look into the future.
yeah.
Not.
Hold on. Do this again.
Uh-huh.
Since I'm gonna have to edit this later.
Oh, you want me to do it for your editing?
No. Yeah. So say we're looking into the future again, but then when you see the graphic pop up, don't talk, because there's music that goes underneath it that I need to give you.
Can we just cut like an audio clip and you can add it to it?
Well, that's what I do, but it doesn't work when we're speaking over it.
Okay.
All right. So let's start over again.
So what am I supposed to say? We're going to look into the future.
Yeah.
That's it? What else am I supposed to
No,
say?
just like you did before.
What did I do before? It just flows. It comes
Yeah.
from a place where I don't even...
Well, let's just flow again.
Just be spontaneous.
Hey, it's
But
everybody.
But when you see the graphic, just don't say anything.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh, I can't do this either. Hold on.
Okay. It's time to...
No. I gotta take off.
Not time.
It's got it. All right, now start flowing.
All right. Well, we want to make sure that we take a look at all the great new beers being approved here in the great state of Texas. No, not now, not back then,
Yeah.
and not way into the future, but in the beer future. And
All right.
do you play the music with that?
I didn't play the music with that.
Can you do
I don't.
that?
I don't have.
We
The,
got
I got to give you the. I'm gonna give you the music.
I
Just remind me.
I want better music.
Because that was really kind of weird. Like, okay,
Yeah,
don't.
Well, it's gonna look better when I do this later.
okay, which
Yeah.
one are we starting with?
Did you guys need another? We got about 10, 15 minutes. Did you want another beer? You're about low. I didn't know if you
I'm
wanted
good
to.
for now. Oh yeah, we also on the table the classic Blondine and then Tornado Shark, which if we don't get into, y'all can't take that.
Well, I want to get into the tornado.
I kind of. Do you want to get into it?
No, it's too much. No, do it. It's what is it? It's
I don't
too-
have to work today.
And you can go down to HEB and grab one. And they have 6th anniversary.
It's 8.3.
Yeah, they have this one, and that's the 7th anniversry from Lone Pint.
Oh,
and,
wait, hold on.
and
Oh, you got more there.
yeah,
good.
Jules, you got like 7 beers in front
I
of you.
know. I was
that
thinking of you guys.
No.
But I forgot you.
You
have to
drink
work.
you do that.
You do
drink
you.
all that.
You do.
I've got
But they
my
have this one.
menagerie.
Yeah, they have this one, and they have the 6th anniversary, the Undead Head Ed aged and ported port barrels.
Hold on. Your HEB has undead
Undead.
head.
Und-
Undead Head Ed, 6th
Cred
anniversary, aged in port barrels.
oh, we might be making
So
stuff.
yeah, you should. And unless they sold out since this past weekend, but I'm sure they have not.
I love that
Until I
beer.
said that, and you hear the tires screeching.
Yeah,
People in the
everybody's-
room.
I love that beer.
All right, what are we talking about here at the beer future? Where are we starting?
In the beer future, one Cole Fox.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up because it's over here. Hey, Chadford.
Yeah.
Chadford's watching.
Hurricane Rations.
Yes.
American Lager, 5.8%.
Yes.
It's hard to read down there, but they've listed like the pairings for this beer, which is kind of cool. I wish more beers would do that on the label.
No, I love it.
Yeah, this beer pairs great with natural disasters.
Let's see. What did Chris let us know? Let's see. It was
We need to start printing all this stuff out
Yeah,
beforehand.
he yeah, he
Oh, that's
sent me
a
this a
cool
couple
graphic.
days ago. It's hand painted.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
That's hand painted?
I mean, not
Oh.
yes.
Well, obviously
original.
people are looking on their screens and it's not hand painted there, but
That's cool.
the original
though.
artwork.
I like that Hurricane Rations.
Yeah. So, and he wanted to make sure that he didn't want to seem
cool.
insensitive. But this is target because of the like hurricanes.
Yeah,
People hurricanes suck or whatever. But people understand.
that's great.
But yes, that's an American lager, probably the perfect beer when the power goes out during a hurricane.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be hot and muggy and awful. And Hurricane Rations, you need a case of a beer like that.
A case, yeah.
Yeah, so Cole Fox up in Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill.
Chapel
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah.
Not North Carolina,
Yeah.
Texas.
So next we go to
Oh, that's cool too.
up to Dallas.
This is a cool one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is really
Oh, this
cool.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do we have our information from?
You-
Oh, I have all of it.
It's a limited
You
edition.
have the information.
Here, you get that piece of paper, and I'll pull up the email.
Okay, that book.
All right. So yes. So Community Beer. They're doing a collaboration sort of with the Dallas office.
Sorta.
Well, they're doing a collaboration with the Dallas Office of Arts and Culture.
They were so excited for us to talk about it. Now
Yeah.
it's just kind
I
of.
did
Yeah.
sort of. That's awesome. It's
So
cool.
they had 3 different artists, and the goal of each artist was to communicate their individual concept of community and neighborhood.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So 3 artists did their, Texas Lager is one of their flagships. The
The
community
artist
flagships.
Angela Foz,
Yeah.
Cameron, I'm gonna butcher this.
That's great.
Hinojosa, and Jeff Muncie.
All right.
There
so,
you go.
Oh,
So
wow.
there are the 3 that are out. The proceeds of this are going to help, are being donated to the Office of Arts and Culture up there in Dallas.
April's Dallas Art Month.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
And it'll be this beer will be featured at art-oriented venues: the Nasher, the Majestic AT&T Performing Arts Center, Moody Performance Hall, Salmon Center for the Arts, Salmon's Center, and the Nasher Sculpture
cool.
Center, and the Dallas Arts District Foundation.
Yeah.
And purchase at select retail partners across DFW.
So we won't be able to get any here then.
We'll have to make a trek up to
Yeah,
Dallas.
you got to make a
Yeah,
trek.
so that's
out
why
there,
you're
but-
saying,
so, yeah.
well, we're going to Dallas. Yeah.
So-
Okay.
They say you can find these. They're featured at art. Did you say this? Art-oriented.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
Venues,
Kenny just
yeah.
read all the lists. That was,
Just
yeah.
read it.
All right.
It'll also be in their tap room.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That was really cool, though. I love the
Yeah.
concept and the art.
Launch on March 12th. March 12th.
March
So what is
12th,
that? 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
okay.
and also thanks for our community for getting back to us.
Yeah, Corey, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And if
yeah,
anybody's
yeah.
listening in Dallas and wants to come bring some or something, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if you like mule some of these back, we'll put these beers on the Liquid Lunch beer table
Yeah,
all day long.
that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
big shout out Corey, Kevin, David, Ian, and Glenn.
All right.
The community.
So heading back down to Houston, specifically Conroe area.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. Let me pull up my message from Seth.
So Copperhead
Yep.
is getting into the hard seltzer game.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Well, here's the thing I know.
Uh-huh.
I know Seth, and
Yeah.
I know his brewing expertise
Yeah.
is top notch. He is a man of science and art and music. That guy can shred. You
Yeah?
should go check out it. If you're not friends with him on Facebook, you can.
Oh, he's got a couple of them.
Guy can shred. He knows how to play guitar. But anyway, so that means some delicious hard seltzers. This is the beautiful thing about it, y'all. 5% ABV. You see right there on the
Yeah.
right there. The different fruits and
Yeah.
gluten free, 100 calories,
yeah.
only 1 carb, no sugar added.
That's
natural
great.
flavors,
Yeah.
and all that good stuff. He said.
I noticed on the other one too, on the art cans, they pointed out that it was low carb or low calorie as well. So it was interesting that that's kind of a focus on.
It's a drink you
some of
can't
this.
hide any mistakes in at all. So you got to be sharp.
Yeah,
So there's
that's
only,
awesome.
yeah, good seltzers.
Because let's admit it, there's some good liking to a good seltzer. It's
If-
on
well,
a hot day, and you want to just
Sure, if in between beers or something.
Yeah.
I want to hate.
I want.
I want to hate on seltzers so bad.
But there's a time and
I
a place for
can't.
them as well.
There are
So
some you can.
I just
yeah, there's some you definitely
I
can.
can't. I can't.
Like the Bud Light seltzer. Go.
Well, I've
so-
never had a Bud Light seltzer.
No, but
Yeah.
I probably won't.
the best ones are super clean.
So it's exciting
I
that
would
there's
imagine.
craft options.
I would be willing to bet Seth's is like that. I know that the ones that Caleb is making down at Backfish are. I've had them personally.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Super clean, crisp, and none of that weird like mouth yucky backwash flavor.
Do we know if these are going to be available like local HEBs or
Well, they're canning them, right?
Yeah,
That's-
so
They're canning.
wherever?
I mean, they at this point the labels have been approved, so we're waiting.
So
for,
wherever Copperhead
Yeah,
sells
we're waiting
theirs.
for
Yeah.
Copperhead to say, to make an announcement. You can get them there, here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
'Cause,
We're not
yeah,
quite sure yet, but just be on the lookout for them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's move it along.
All right.
cool.
Let's do the interesting.
Family business.
Oh, there you go.
What do they got?
Nice name.
So they really, they've got a. Looks like they have some stuff coming out.
They're in Dripping Springs. I thought they were in Austin.
No, technically Dripping Springs. Yeah.
Technically,
Also, didn't give us any more information, so let's go quick on this one.
Yeah, so so they're releasing. I don't think they've previously canned.
Okay.
So they're finally getting
Oh,
into
so this
the
is,
canning business. So here we got their Cosmic Cowboy.
is that one of their classics?
There's
or-
their American IPA
Flagship.
that comes in at about 7%.
All right. Next.
Then we also have their Golden Age
Cool.
German style Pilsner
All right.
coming in around 4.5%. And
Next.
finally, we have their Hamilton Pale Ale, 4.9%.
All right. There you go. Now in cans.
No, I
Yep,
can't. It's
yep, yep.
interesting.
What's next?
Next,
Running up on the clock.
yeah,
I know, right? Ooh, this one looks
Lakewood.
fun.
Oh, yes.
Lakewood.
Lakewood did
Lakewood.
respond.
Level 2 Temple Hop Hazy IPA
That looks fun.
coming in
Where's-
at 7.5%.
You know, if just by looking at this label, I can tell that it was made with Citra, Amarillo, Mandarina, Bavario, and this is where you really have to look deep into the
Yeah.
label to really kind of understand the Cryo Azaka hops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're using that Cryo Azaka.
The Azaka, I believe, was used as the dry hop, but then the Cryo is more intense. So,
That's cool. That's a great label.
yeah. So thanks for getting back, guys.
All right. Legal
Oh,
draft.
hold on. Go back to that. Can you go back to that label?
Where is
Yeah,
that
sure.
brewery? Where's Lakewood Brewery? I don't know.
DF Dub.
Oh, okay.
DFW. The artist on this one, Jay Roeder.
That's awesome.
He's the
That's great.
illustrator. I always, when you have a cool looking label,
Yeah.
mad ups to the artist.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
There
you.
you go. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Mm.
These are good.
Yeah.
Next.
Staying in Dallas hip here. We got some legal draft.
Yes.
Scot free. Goza.
That's good.
So these are interesting. What do you have? Goza on with any information you were gonna give.
I was just going to say, Goza lime and salt, 4.6%.
Yes. So of course, free and clear, scot free, meaning you got off,
Yep.
the whole legal deal, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that Kennedy's never done. He's never been able to.
I've never been in trouble with the law, other than traffic tickets.
Okay. But anyway, so this one is interesting because go back to that one,
Ooh.
please, real quick.
All right, I thought we were done.
got more
And it
information
was
to drop.
removed.
These are gluten free, or gluten removed. Maybe not gluten free, but gluten removed down to the point where, let's see, it's the 20 parts per million of gluten, which is the threshold for celiac disease having a reaction. So these are gluten removed, and it's all done by enzymes. They hired freelance enzymes to come in and
Freelance enzymes.
so I don't know the name of the enzyme, Jeffrey. I knew that some people were probably going to ask.
Yeah.
I don't have that in front of me. But
We will post the name of said enzyme when we find out.
yeah,
Probably
malted
not.
barley, no sorghum or lentils or anything like that. Gluten removed, not gluten free.
Lentils?
Gluten removed.
Yeah, you can use all that in a beer.
I've never heard of a lentil beer.
This one's
Yeah,
fun.
you have. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Boom.
This one's up my alley.
Ooh,
here.
I love the labeling on the side where the profile. That's
yeah.
awesome.
What's tops with this one?
Tups. It's an imperial pastry sour ale. So Julie loves this.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
my thing.
Coming in at
Pastry part sounds good.
8.9%.
Okay.
With graham cracker, blackberry, and red currant.
Wow.
Let's see. This one will hit the tap room mid-March.
Cool.
And hit the market during the third week of March.
Tups puts
Perfect
out
for like the St.
Oh.
Patrick's
Yeah,
spring season and all that.
and if you miss this time around, it's going to come out again mid-year with different fruits,
Oh, okay.
and they're still working on that one. So if you have any thoughts, I guess send them a message or don't. Just if you do,
Tups
don't
puts
tell me.
out so much beer.
I like this little.
I think
Cook
every
it up.
week.
Cook it up, Chris. The little bottom there, the little chef guy.
Oh.
He's cute.
I
Great
don't.
label too. Do we have any artist or any detail on that?
No.
Nope.
But yes, good. Good
All right,
on you.
and finally, going to Austin. Zilker Juicy Complex Hazy IPA, 6.8%.
I bet that's good too. Mm-hmm. It's a cute little retro looking, mod retro
There you go.
type design.
Hazy IPA. What's
Mm-hmm.
not to like? And that is that all the beer
That's
that's
all the
coming out
beer.
in the beer future?
This is what's coming out in the beer future. Make sure to check us every Thursday, and we'll show you what's brewing.
At noon o'clock. Are you trying to do a good outro? Did I just step all over it?
I don't know. Well, I'll
Zoom out.
oh wait, we're in black. Oh no.
That's good. That's a good story for me to start this music over here. There we go. All right, I got to turn that down. It's too loud. We're going to get popped for that one because we don't have the rights.
Looks like Janae's a big fan of the imperial pastry.
There you go. There you go. All right, well, it's 1 o'clock. Your lunch hour can't last all day, folks. It's time to get back to work.
Oh, by the way,
Get those.
the enzyme,
Uh-huh.
I know what it is.
Who said?
I said.
Who did you read from on the Facebook?
It's White Labs Clarity Firm.
Who said that?
I said that.
But who did you read it from?
Well, Tripper may have helped a
Thanks,
little
Trip.
bit. He may steer me in the right direction.
It's all good.
But
It's
I've
all
got,
good.
This wealth of knowledge in this big head of mine.
Yeah. If by in your big head you meant through your eyeballs from the screen in front of you, because Trip
Whatever.
put you into it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good show, everybody. Thanks to
Hanging in
everybody
with
that,
us.
yeah. Thanks to everybody that commented and questioned and beat the bees of Kennedy and Kennedy's failed chug. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
Remember all the way
we
back to-
definitely
Why
can't
you
forget
gotta
that.
bring up the past? Can't we just
It's
move
important. No.
We will as
We
soon
move
as
on.
we look
Until
at it.
you get it right and perfect it, we just have to keep
on?
reminding
I had
you. So you'll
one
have.
setback, and it was like half a sip.
Yeah.
I think it was a little more than that.
No, it was half.
What he usually leaves is half a sip.
Yeah.
So,
he,
but this
he,
was-
no- he
this was-
failed more than he normally fails.
Yeah, this was
That
definitely twice or 3 times as much as his normal leave
Let's
behind.
not gang up on me here.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
That's not what we're all about here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Well, it
yeah.
kind of is. But anyway, I just want to say thanks to everybody who listened and watched and chimed in today.
Yeah,
Everybody
lots
with
of
all your-
action. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys. That's
so,
awesome.
all around the state, everybody had a.
We were international today, too.
Oh, Jose thought I said you had a failed chub. Now that's a whole nother show there.
A failed chub?
Yeah. That's a whole nother.
Well, that was the other night.
Yeah.
Shh.
No,
But I had a lot on my mind.
We don't need to talk about that.
A
Just-
lot of, yes, yeah.
All
I'm not a machine.
So
That's
it's
all I
fun
gotta say. I'm not a machine.
It's fun doing this show for the last, however long we've been doing it, but we've been canceled. We've been pulled off.
So Jeffrey offered to text me information so I sound smarter.
Oh,
Just you can send it. You can just send me a personal Facebook.
no, you
message,
could just
Jeffrey.
write it there, Jeffrey, so you
No.
get the props for it. We know
No,
Kennedy's
no.
as smart as he is, so,
Well, everybody, be on the lookouts for all the beers that we mentioned in the beer future. Get Kelly's book. Listen to the latest episode of Inner Brews to go in depth there. And where else am I going to shamelessly promote? Oh, if you want to help this show, we still have that Amazon link. We haven't mentioned it in 3 months, but it's still there. So liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon. All your purchases there. Help us there. What else? Kennedy.
Yeah, to all my fellow rogue brewers,
Yep.
get working on those West Coast IPAs, and then get ready to lose to me.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Gauntlet. The
There
beer
you go.
gauntlet has been thrown.
All right. Well, Jules, excellent job today.
Thank you, sir.
Kennedy, way to be here. And everybody, thank you. Excellent job listening. We'll see you right back here next Thursday, noon o'clock, Texas time, for your favorite live craft beer show. No, you don't have any time.
Hold
And
on.
buy your friend a beer.
Sorry,
buy
yeah,
someone
buy
a beer.
beer.
Oh, Jeffrey said his.
You have
Oh, I was just going
2
to mention next week
yeah.
Oh,
we have a special guest.
Oh, yeah. But
We need to start promoting that on the show.
because that's a good one.
are you talking about Urban South? Talking
Yeah.
about Marin. I'm not sure who all will be able to jump on. It'll probably be Marin. For sure,
It's-
it'll be Marin.
At least one
Maybe-
representative of Urban South.
Maybe Dave, maybe Justin, but I would imagine they are just home stretch. Like when I was there for Interbrews.
Oh my gosh, huh?
Eyes this big, but yet at the same time almost closed. 'Cause they were
Yeah,
tired.
so tired and wired at the same
So
time.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
grand opening the 29th, but they have some other events.
They're selling
And-
tickets for that too, by the way.
And we will have
Or
them
preview.
here on the show before the grand opening.
Yes, and we need to get in touch with Huggy Bear.
Yeah.
Huggy Bear,
Yeah.
if you hear this,
Yeah.
I'll message you. All right,
No, no.
let's end it because I gotta go.
I ain't stopping you.
Okay.
The show's technically over.
Oh, okay.
You
Bye,
can-
everybody.
You can get up and leave
Bye.
whenever you want.
So somebody just needs to hang up. No,
All right,
you
I'm
hang
just-
up.
Where
No,
was
you-
I at on this?
I don't
Back
know.
to the music. Let's
No,
go
you
back
hang
to
up.
the music. A little Robert F. King for you. Right here on Liquid Lunch Radio.
Give some slow jams.